So coming up on tonight's stream then, we're looking at Elsweyr, which is the new installment to the Elder Scrolls Online saga. We're going to be taking a look at the new Necromancer class that's been introduced, and also see if we can track down some dragons, which is one of the main things that they've introduced into the game. For those of you who may have played Skyrim back in the day and love the idea of, you know, tracking down dragons and also being able to make things like dragon armor and stuff like that, then this installment is going to be for you. We have got early access to it, and we are going to be streaming it in just around 2.5 minutes time, so hopefully you guys will stick with us while we count down to that and we get everything in the background here all set up for you so we can take a look at this fantastic new installment. Stick with us, guys. So the live chat is live on YouTube, so if you do follow any links, make sure you go right through to YouTube and you can chat away, ask your questions about the game, any of the mechanics that you may see while we're streaming, and that is there available for you guys to use, so please do. Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So here we are then with the Elder Scrolls Elsweyr Early Access. We have started a brand new character for this, and we're currently level 5 of the Necromancer class. We wanted to at least get it leveled up just a little bit, just so you can see some of the earlier kind of like skills and whatnot within the game. So let's crack on then and get into the game, and we'll take a look at some of the new things introduced into this next installment. So currently available in early access on PC, coming to consoles very soon. So it's around the beginning of June you'll be able to get this on console. There is some pre-order bonuses available for you as well, so if you do pre-order it, there is going to be some of those. Alright, let's just get up here where we've got a nice view. I'm just going to pull up the live chat screen so I can see if you guys are popping into the chat. If you've got any questions, I can see that there. So that's fine. The live chat's up. All right, cool. So let's have a quick look in character skills. And this is something else that you'll find is that I'm actually I usually play this game on PS4, so this is like new to me on PC, and I'm still getting used to a lot of the buttons and whatnot. So let's have a look at skills. Here we go. So within the skills, you've got Grave Lord, Bone Tyrant, and Living Weapon. These are the three main kind of like sets of skills that you're going to have in terms of the abilities. So you've got the Flaming Skull, which is pretty cool. I used that a minute ago. Blast Bones, where you summon a skeleton, flaming skeleton from the ground, which runs to the target and explodes, which is pretty cool. You've also got some others like the Boneyard and Skeletal Mage and Shocking Siphon. They're going to be things that you'll be able to level up. And the Ultimate Frozen Colossus as well. Unleash the Frostbitten Flesh Colossus. So these are all kind of like all the Necromancer stuff that you would have seen in a lot of the Elder Scrolls that you've never had access to as a player yourself before. You've now got Death Scythe, which is kind of like Death Scythe, which is quite cool. Bone Armor, which does what it says on the tin. Bitter Harvest, where you sap the life from fresh corpses, granting you 2 ultimate and healing for 760 health every 1 second. That's pretty cool as well. Bone Totem, you pretty much know what a Bone Totem does if you've used them before. And Grave Grasp, where you summon 3 patches of skeletal claws from the ground, which again is like a trap type thing, which will hold your enemies in place. Again, very similar to some of the other skills that you'll have for some of the other classes, but again with their own spin on it. Render Flesh, this is where you sacrifice some of your own power to repair damaged flesh, so healing. Again, you use Magicka for that. And you've got things like Expunge, which is Embrace the Power of Death, removing you 2 negative effects from yourself. And then Life Amid Death, Spirit Member, and Restoring Tether. And the ultimate ability, Reanimate, brings your allies back from the brink of death, resurrecting up to 3 allies at target location. That's going to be really handy if you're doing like a really hard dungeon or something. That's going to be good for groups, so that's definitely going to be something that you're probably going to want to upgrade. Everything else is all pretty much the same in there, but that's just some of the new class abilities. We'll take a look at that. So let's get into some actual gameplay then and start using some of these. He's a skeleton. Pretty much kamikaze, they just kind of run to the enemy and explode. That's pretty much it. And while we're talking about enemies, there are new enemies in Elsweyr as well. So not only have you got the fantastic, new kind of scenery, the dragons, which hopefully we'll get to see some dragons soon, but not this little dragon. But you also got new enemies in this as well that I've not seen before. So that's also good. So again, keeping it quite fresh. What we might want to do is put a different weapon on actually. We're heading in this direction anyway because we are doing a little bit of a quest. Again, totally new storyline to do with the dragons attacking and characters are linked into this that you would have known from some of the earlier DLCs, although you don't necessarily have to play any of the earlier DLCs to be able to kind of get what the game's about. It does explain certain story elements for you within dialogue if you need it to. Hey, how you doing, Branch Core? What's a bit extreme then? I really need to level up my magicka. Tigers are tough. Look like a boat or... What looked like a boat or... I ain't got a clue about half the stuff you're talking about half the time, Branch Core, when you come in the chat. I really don't. There's no context to it. I don't know if you can see these. These are like blue flaming skulls that I'm throwing at the enemies. Once I level up a bit, I'll be able to increase the damage of those. Oh, the sword. Okay, Branch Core, I see what you mean. Yeah, it does. You could use it as a boat, or it is a pretty big old sword, isn't it? Ain't got to worry about that now. Now, this is where we want to be anyway. Travel to Vardenfell. Alright. Yeah, June 4th. I knew it was the release of this on consoles was early June, so it's June the 4th. It will be available on Xbox and PS4. PC Early Access now, as you can see.
You are the wise. Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our world. If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? The matter is for your ears only. My benefactor awaits you in the Patheri house, near Tradesman Square. Do not tarry.
Okay, I know there might not be many of you around tonight live, but if you do come across this and you got any questions about it, just pop them in the comments section and I will get back to you on that and I'll answer the questions best I can. Based on the new elements introduced into the game, I'm hoping we are going to see some dragons within the stream though. They are pretty epic. I tried fighting one last night. I think I was about level 2 and I just got absolutely owned. So if you're not carrying a character through because you might want to start with the new Necromancer class, you may find you are a little bit underpowered at the beginning until you start leveling up again using the new skills. Have a quick look at the map, how far we've got to travel. Okay, I would like the world map. Oh well, stuff it.
I have little time for talk.
Where is that likely to be? That's in another place, isn't it? What we want to do is we actually want to go to a shrine. Quite a lot of enemies here. Something else is hitting me from somewhere else and I can't figure out where it is. Got roasted. We've got very limited armor at the moment as well, and very low health. Literally starting as a brand new character. It's because I haven't played this on PC. It's my first game on PC. I haven't even got like champion points to be able to, you know, make things a little bit easier for me. If you guys have obviously leveled up your characters over a period of time, you're going to have those points to be able to spend, which will potentially help you quite a bit. Didn't it say that we needed to go to Cold Harbour? Actually, no, we want to go. It's okay. So what the game has done is it's actually taken me to the very, very first quest. We don't want to do the very, very first quest. We want to look at the Elsweyr stuff. So we need to go back to Elsweyr. Alright, back to Elsweyr it is then. That's the thing about this game, it can sometimes take you off track very easy. And it's swapping quests over without you realising. I forget that it does do that sometimes. You just really got to keep your eye on that. Investigate power surge location. Okay, not far from it now because we teleported. So graphically it still looks really good. You can definitely tell this area has been newly created. Just looks so much better than some of the earlier areas, although they have been working on the graphics and updating that over, you know, a period of time since the game's released. So some new enemies are the Dune Rippers. Alright, let's pop some into that Magicka because that is horrible at the moment. Have we got any points to spend on the Magicka? Hopefully we will have. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Let's see, we got able to morph. Oh no, we've got passive abilities. When your blast bone, skeletal mage or spirit mender dies, the cost of your next blast bone, skeletal mage or spirit member is reduced by 12%. So we didn't go through all the passive abilities, there's quite a lot there. We'll maybe look at morphing the ability. So Venom Skull, it's Explosive skill enemies dealing poison damage. Every third casting ability deals 20% increased damage. While slotted, casting any necromancer ability while you're in combat will count towards the third cast. New effect converts into stamina ability. Deals poison damage. Ricochet skull. Flame damage. Bounces off to 2 enemies. Third cast skull will bounce to other nearby enemies. So this now goes into a stamina cost for the poison one. And I think really with the dodging and whatnot, that we want to keep the stamina within just that ability rather than using it for casting. So we're going to go with the morph it into the Ricochet skull.
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous netch. The dead can't hurt us. But where do you think it came from?
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Don't touch the dead thing, they do not tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran foul of a dragon.
Okay. Foul smelling sack. That sounds good. Check out the foul smelling sack. Oh, we've got rotten turkey leg. Are we going to use this to entice something in? Ooh, shard. Could do with that. Water looks nice. I'm a freak. I don't want to do that though. There's some knights around here, I need to watch them. Froggy, hop, hop, hop. Off he goes. Okay. Yeah, this is the bit we need to get to. Surges of magical energy. I wonder if this is what's causing the dragons to appear.
I saw you, traveler. Why do all outsiders insist on acting suspiciously?
So this guy's got a sail on.
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness? Oh, do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Why else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen? Euraxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head. You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhole. Just stop skulking around.
No, we ain't gotta go far. One thing I do actually miss, and I've missed this since Oblivion, is riding the horse in first person. Like, I really like that in Oblivion, and then after Oblivion, when Skyrim came out, they'd removed it. It was third person horse riding only. Some people it may seem, you know, not a big thing, but for me it really helped with the immersion. Although I've found recently I am playing a lot more in third person now rather than in first person, because you get a wider field of view, which means you can see more things going on around you. Yeah, sometimes I like playing in first person, it depends the mood I'm in. But overall, the game looks pretty sweet right now. It's looking pretty nice, I have to say, and it's running pretty good as well. And I'm running pretty much over 60 frames per second on ultra settings at the moment, so the game's definitely working okay for an early access. I've not encountered any trouble with it, which is what you want, isn't it? You want to be able to jump straight in this and just get immersed in the story and the environment straight away. You don't want no freezing, stuttering, no messing around, no crashing, anything like that. I've not encountered any of that, touch wood, so far at least.
Uncanny. It looks just like the lovely
Cadwell.
place I dreamed of.
Oh,
Must be why my
hello, old
horse
chap.
led me here. Eventually.
Ooh, let's have a look in the backpack. I don't really use any of this stuff. Anyone wants to read that can pause. I hate reading. I know sometimes I miss a lot of story stuff. I tend to go back and read that at a later time. I'm not going to sit there and read that now while we're trying to check out the game.
Hello. Have you come to pay your respects?
Oh,
to
hello,
Paul
old
Fellow
chap.
too? It was the strangest thing. I was looking at this very gravestone in a dream. So here I came, and there it is, all
Yeah.
solid and everything.
Is that gravestone important?
Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through it all, and then pish-posh, on as a bantam gras, and here I am.
I like how his armour's made out of like plates and dishes and stuff. Like he's got like a dinner trays, his chest piece. It's pretty funny stuff.
Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage. How is
That's
the
him.
boys? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it? Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
Nice.
Foul smelling, I'll have you know that was my lunch. I believe I lost it. And if by bantam bois you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one.
So there's me thinking we're going to use that foul-smelling or gone-off chicken leg to entice the dragon in with it. It was actually Cadwell's dinner.
Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets. Alas, Scrook was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
Let's have a look. Ancient gravestone. Here lies the head of the betrayer. His name has been stricken from history. May the piece of his dismembered body remain hidden until Joan and Jode fall from the sky.
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him. I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue.
So I'm not sure if anyone's going to be watching this on mobile phones, which I know a lot of you do. It just says here basically, Abnathan said that if I found you, I should ask you if you'll help us with the Elsweyr dragon problem.
Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first. Did you hear that, my trusty shovel? Dragons and mysterious graves. It's just like old times.
Oh yeah, look, we've got some dragon bits on the map. But find the defense force outpost. Yeah, I'm not going to go searching for dragons just willy-nilly. I said hopefully we'll see some, but like I said, I made that mistake yesterday when I tried to take one on at like level 2 and got absolutely just annihilated.
Get down.
Oh, here we go, we're going to see a dragon. Here we go. Yes, there, bad boy. So they look really good. The mechanics are really good. They look fluid in the air and they fly. They've got some really good sound effects, and as you can see, they do dish out the carnage. That's for sure. They're definitely a good challenge if you want to take on a dragon. That's for sure.
Oh, now you show up. Left me to deal with a dragon all by myself. It's a good thing I'm Abnathan and not, well, some lesser mage. I discouraged it, but not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything? The betrayer. There's a betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to hound me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwell. Has he agreed to lend us his support? That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns? Kunzari, hero of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiiti moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led me to the halls of Colossus. But let's save this for a less dangerous time. Tell me about Cadwell.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead. And then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Vokar, it truly does. The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold, but we were determined to press on toward Rimen. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet. Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters, documents we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker. They are vital to our efforts to free Rimen from Euraxia's rule. And if her forces acquire them, those who help us will be exposed. Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
Alright, recover military documents. Oh, here comes some skeletons. Meet my skeleton friend. There you go. Although mine just explodes. There you go. Yes, I've noticed there are some new people in the game. Like I say, new people that aren't like already like really high levels. This guy here is like level 8. So zombies. I'm glad they've got some new character models for the zombies. That one's a Khajiit zombie. I've seen that before. That's good. Two more to get. Flame effects look nice. Right, so I think the last one's up here. Just go around the top here. There's bound to be some enemies in the way, that's fine. There we go. Yeah, so the new powers are still a little bit underpowered at the moment. Really good once we unlock the ultimate to be able to try that. Render flesh can now be morphed. Okay, cool. Yeah, look, this guy's quite a high level. He's obviously been playing right through the same character. Oh, here we go. Got Bone Colossus. So for some people, they're not bothered. They're not bothered about the new the Necromancer class by the looks of it, and they're still playing through as a different class, which you can still do. You can still get the story, but I always like to try the new classes out, and it doesn't bother me starting again.
If you're so fascinated by the dead, why don't you join them?
Oh yeah, okay. Good job.
This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse. This one must ask, why are you here? Right, moons! This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own walker. You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life. That was one of Euroxia, the Usurper Queen's pet necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold and consult with Garashwi. We must find a way to go on. Euroxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum, has been with her for some time, but our intelligence suggests his followers have only recently rallied to her side. Find Abnortharn and Carmira. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
Okay, we got far trouble. Abnutharn.
I've spotted dragons circling in the distance from time to time, but it doesn't look like the winged monster that attacked the camp will return today. Was your hunt successful? Did you recover the documents that Chimera sought? I must join them there. The Khajiiti forces have been decimated by this attack. It will take every strategy I can devise to help Garesh-Ree prevent the collapse of his militia. The appearance of so many undead, though, that concerns me. Yes, I read the reports. Zumog Foom and his necromancers working for my despicable half-sister. Such magic leaves behind a miasma of stench and decay.
I love that
It leads
word,
to the
miasma.
mountains to the west, but I can't pinpoint an exact location. Good idea. Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without end. Better to deal with them now, before Euraxia's power becomes more than we can contain. In such a direct manner? Yes, as far as we know. It could have been coincidence, but the attack felt designed to hit us when it would do the most damage. I wanted to send Chimera with you to find the source, but I have no idea where she's gone.
I'll track down the source of the undead in the Western Mountains and keep an eye out for the Chimera.
Find the source of this
Sounds
army
fun.
of undead. And if you see Chimera, send her back to Riverhold. She's as reckless. In case you haven't noticed, we two don't always see eye to eye. She can be impetuous and obstinate, truth be told. Chimera gathered a handful of soldiers and took off to the west. If you run into her, send her back to Riverhold.
Oh, cool. Well, you know, we've had a little bit of a look at, you know, some of the Necromancer's new skills, and we've seen the dragon in action, although, you know, I don't want to spoil it too much, because for those of you who are looking forward to this, haven't got it yet, and, you know, you'll be able to explore that a little bit more. One thing I did just want to touch base on a little bit was some of the pre-order bonuses that you get within the game. So if I have a look in my equipment here, and let's have a look what we got. Go into collections, where is it? Costumes. So you do get the Noble Clan.
A new subscriber has joined the fray.
Okay, that's odd. The subscriber notification sounded but didn't come up on the screen. Well, thanks for the sub, whoever that was. Actually, you should be able to see it on the other screen. Is that Demetria or something? I don't know. Well, we'll give you a shout out on the next stream. Okay, so Noble Clan Chief outfit is one thing that you will get, which is this that I'm wearing now. So that's one of the pre-order rewards that you will get. Also, the little blue dragon imp that you can see. Well, you could see. Where has he gone? Well, the blue dragon imp was there earlier. You did see him. He's done a runner. So let's go back into collection, see if we can find him. Where is he? Non-combat pets. Yeah, he's there. Oh, no, that's not the one. I don't know where he's gone. Done a runner. Anyway, let's see if he spawns now. There he is. So that's also a pre-order bonus. It's like a little dragon, and it's pretty cool. He kind of like morphs, and that's pretty cool. So a clever illusion imp that found a way to get free handouts and a warm place to sleep. So yeah, he is like an imp, but he makes himself look like a dragon. You'll also get the Elsweyr treasure maps bundle, collection of 3 treasure maps. They'll lead you to hidden riches, and also you get 2 crown experience scrolls, so 100% XP scrolls to kind of help you level up a bit quicker. So there's some of the pre-order bonuses that you can get, and there is a lot of new stuff within the game as well. There's lots of different editions of the game which will give you a few extra bonuses. There is a link in the actual stream description, so you are able to look on the website and kind of check it out for yourself, so I'd recommend doing that at some point. We're going to leave the stream there though, because I don't want to get too much into the story. I don't want to spoil it for you guys that are going to be hopefully playing this scene. But as I said, if you have got any questions about the game, about anything you've seen tonight, or about any future elements within the game that you may want to know about, then just pop them in the comments. So for now, I'll say goodbye, but I'll probably catch you on another stream. And thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.